Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nikos, and today we're going to be reaching the very bottom of the Minecraft Iceberg, and we will explain and solve the darkest Minecraft mystery. Alright, let's get into it. The GHASTS or soul amalgamations theory is pretty interesting. We already know a ghast is some form of spirit or ghost that only spawns in the nether. Interestingly enough, they spawn more frequently in biomes where soul sand is far more prevalent, such as soul sand valleys. The strange part of these enemies is their size and shape. No human-sized entity would logically produce something so massive. Perhaps they are more common in soul sand valleys, as they are generated from the souls trapped within these shifting sands. Maybe excess souls coalesce into these large, flying hostile mobs that populate the nether, where we can see that tons of souls of fallen adventurers and more have been combined into this trapped being. Whose souls make up a ghast, though? Well, I mentioned earlier about other adventurers, but there is no proof for that unless you look into this little detail in the game. In the advancement Uneasy Alliance, if a player brings a ghast back to the overworld through a nether portal and then kills the ghast, they are awarded the advancement. The description of this advancement is: rescue a ghast from the nether, bring it safely home to the overworld, and then kill it. Bring it safely home. This may imply that the souls of dead players or humans from the overworld were sent to the nether, only to be combined into these ghasts, forced to roam the wastelands for eternity. Soul Sand Valley White Pumpkins. Some users prior to the nether update's release spread rumors that you could grow white pumpkins on tilled soul sand, similarly to how normal pumpkins grow in the overworld. This resembles the white pumpkin that appears in Minecraft story mode, and quickly was debunked as just a rumor. There are quite a few radioactive and nuclear explosion references on this half of the iceberg, aren't there? Ancient debris can be found rarely throughout the nether, deep underground. Harvesting the debris allows one to obtain netherite, the end-game material for the most powerful tools and armor in the game. With the basalt deltas being radioactive, it could be possible that the ancient civilization of Minecraft constructed nuclear reactors during their great pursuits into radioactive technology. When a reactor goes critical and melts down in our reality, radioactive metals are sent throughout the surroundings, either by explosion or through lava flows due to the meltdown of a nuclear reactor. Perhaps ancient debris is called such as it's radioactive, highly valuable debris from another time, from nuclear reactors that happen to go critical. If you've played Minecraft Pocket Edition, you know that the cut nether reactor core block, which, when placed, generated a tiny nether dimension for players to collect nether items in the overworld, as the nether wasn't in Pocket Edition yet. What if the entire nether was formed by a nuclear reactor detonating on a massive scale, leaving ancient debris around the landscape? Again, this would explain the basalt delta's radioactivity, but another way I like to interpret this is, what if nuclear reactors were placed in the nether, and that's what created the basalt deltas? But this is just a cool theory, so moving on. This theory is likely one that the Iceberg creator invented themselves, as there are no other mentions on the web for this sort of thing, but it does seem plausible. The nether star that builds the core of a beacon is dropped from the wither, which itself is made out of soul sand, and to that extension, souls. Whenever a beacon is lit, a massive beam protrudes from it that climbs upwards to the sky. Could this be the souls that were trapped in the wither and soul sand, sailing to the afterlife? Further, an area of effect field applies to players nearby. This could be good graces, or a blessing of sorts from the souls as a thank you for freeing them. Minecraft 1.rv-pre1 is an April Fool's update that added several joke items to the game, including an ankle monitor, a USB charger block, and more. This was the Minecraft Trendy update pre-release, though we never got the full update as it was mostly just a joke. There was supposedly a rumor for a time that the 2016 update's equipable items were meant to test data collection on players. I mean, the ankle monitor and smarter watch could apparently collect this information in real life, so perhaps it could in the game too. This rumor, however, is based on no evidence, though, especially because Mojang could collect data on players if they wanted to and don't actually need specific, specially named items to do so, but we're having fun here, okay? Steve is in a coma. Okay, this is probably my favorite theory from this iceberg. It's very cool. Let's get right into it. Minecraft is a strange world, and sometimes it feels like a dream. Between the cave sounds that echo randomly, as if they were auditory hallucinations, strange oddities, and more, we can just plainly see that Minecraft is a sort of dream world. The zombies all share Steve's face as well, and there are numerous structures left behind by unexplained, unknown entities. Fantasy dimensions and impossibly inhuman feats that the player can perform also add to this layer of just twisted reality that makes Minecraft the way it is. Could Steve actually be in a coma, and Minecraft is a massive coma-induced fever dream that seems to never end? Perhaps the cave noises are echoes from fragments of Steve's memories, memories from his reality before he was trapped in Minecraft's dream world. What if the Nether, Overworld, and End represent memories and figments of Steve's past, present, and future, where the Nether resembles trauma in Steve's past, and the End mirrors the unknowns of his future. Even the end credits that roll after killing the Ender Dragon tell the player to, quote, wake up. All of these come from theories I've found on the web and from the Iceberg author, and I've kind of meshed them all together to make this cohesive, interesting story. This entry in the Iceberg is a theory revolving around the mob spawners that can be found in dungeons within Minecraft. What are mob spawners? How do they work? Perhaps they function as a phylactery. A phylactery in pop culture is a magical object that stores a monster's soul to protect it from death in fantasy universes, most notably the role-playing game Dungeons & Dragons. Suppose these mob spawners are machines that contain the soul of a monster of some kind, that spawns duplicates from dungeons. Herobrine was never removed from Minecraft. In each update, Mojang claims time and time again that the spirit that haunts Minecraft has been removed. This was to play it off as a joke, and to assure the public that Herobrine was a myth. Mojang actually has Herobrine in containment, somewhere within Minecraft, in an effort to keep the monster locked away from humanity, as they are powerless to remove this curse. Legend has it they have it caught in an infinite loop. This is a creepypasta from 2011 that was deleted from the forums very quickly. I'm going to warn you though, I don't recommend searching for this. In fact, do not search for this. If you can't handle graphic readings, this is not going to be your thing. And I had the misfortune of reading through this myself because I was curious, and I'm not surprised it got deleted. In short, it's about Steve breaking the cycle of endless mining and crafting by becoming sentient and recognizing that he will die someday, thanks to a gruesome lesson from the physical manifestation of death. It seems to have a poetic message, but is also very graphic. But what amazes me the most about it is it comes from such early days of Minecraft, when it was but a humble indie game in beta. It's interesting to see that perhaps the most landmark, forgotten, and mysteriously creepy and cryptic creepypasta was made back then. And it even ends in a cryptic poem. Alright, this is the big one. In this video posted by Legend Finder, titled "Clock Goes Haywire When Looking at the Moon," we see the clock behaving quite normally. Despite being uploaded on January 1st, 2022, the description elaborates that this was captured in 2020 in September, and that the clock should randomly spin when you stare at the moon and then look at a wall. It then reads that it doesn't seem to have worked. Let's take a look at some of Legend Finder's other uploads. On the same day, Legend Finder uploaded several other cryptic videos about staring at the moon for hours on end. Prior to these uploads, Legend Finder started their channel with speedruns for obscure PC games, and then a series of IRL videos. In these videos, it's beginning to become clear that Legend Finder has an unhinged obsession with the moon. These videos were uploaded in 2020, and some of them have hidden codes within their titles and descriptions. These were recorded after the claimed recording dates for the Minecraft Moon videos, one of which shows the player's world transformed into Endstone. Within this in-stone world conversion video, there's also this weird artifact. It apparently appears to be some sort of entity living within his world. However, many are quick to claim that it's just a reflection of the camera off the screen of their computer, but even Legend Finder thinks there's something more to this. Let's establish a timeline of Legend Finder's uploads. As can be seen, the timeline is kind of sporadic, and the Minecraft videos were uploaded 2 years after the IRL ones, but were claimed to have been recorded before the IRL videos on moon hunting and on strange behavioral activity. In late September of 2022, 7 months after the Minecraft videos were first uploaded, and a little under 2 years after the moon obsession began, Legend Finder posts a video update. Yeah, it's pretty dark. It has to do with mental health themes, and checking the comments on this video, a lot of the viewers are starting to question whether this is real, and a lot of viewers are starting to wonder if this is even an alternate reality game anymore, or if Legend Finder's mental state is possibly damaged or in rough shape due to this moon addiction. Anyway, within the description of this video, Legend Finder mentions an old hard drive full of files that they're planning on uploading. Well, at first, it seemed that this was a well-thought-out, 2-year planned alternate reality game. My doubts at the legitimacy of the uploader's honesty were sort of challenged by the following uploads, where Legend Finder records an appointment that they made with a therapist.
Do you frequently find yourself thinking about the moon or the universe as a whole? All these big philosophical things like this?
Oh, every day, yeah. I feel like to not think about it would be to just stay in ignorance over what's happening. Why?
So, if this was all an alternate reality game, and Legend Finder is crafting a scary story for all of us, they had to have either made an appointment and acted as a moon-addicted crazy person with a real therapist, or have someone convincingly act as a therapist for the cameras. Or microphones, I should say. The camera's hidden. That would be some very high levels of dedication. In the description of the first therapy appointment video, a Google Drive link is embedded. Navigating to this drive, you will find extra videos of Legend Finders staring at the moon, this time a blood moon, which panics Legend Finder greatly as they seem to be in total shock. The other uploads include the cameraman crawling through the snow and conversations on a Discord server. In these screenshotted conversations, Legend Finder is talking with friends about a rumor involving a bug in Minecraft that crashes the player's world whenever they look at the moon for an extended period of time. Legend Finder tells their friends that they are planning on uncovering the truth behind the rumor, before sharing their Minecraft moon experiment videos with them. Notice the 2020 timestamps. Although these videos weren't made public until 2022. As the conversations go on, Legend Finder explains that one of the experiments was successful, crashing their world and painting the world with Instone. They wonder if the bug is intentional, and Mojang might be attempting to warn players of a mythical power or terror that can be demonstrated by the real-life moon. Legend Finder begins exhibiting erratic, obsessive behavior, trying in vain to explain the moon bug, leading to their friends begging them to get help, before eventually blocking them. The moon in Minecraft sent Legend Finder to some sort of psychosis, where they kept searching and explaining that it must have some grander meaning. The latest uploads on the channel began to accuse Mojang of making an alternate reality game with this moon glitch intentionally, claiming that the moon has significance in religious belief systems along with horror stories. Images of news articles and Wikipedia articles explaining the moon's expansion and other doomsday scenarios can also be found within the Google Drive. Okay, this is a lot of information, so what is even going on here? In short, Legend Finder uploaded several videos pointing the camera at the moon in 2020. A year and a half later, Legend Finder uploaded experiments that featured anomalous and mysterious events that occurred in Minecraft involving the moon, claiming that they were recorded before the real-life moon watching videos. What seems to have happened is that Legend Finder heard a rumor involving a bug created by Mojang that apparently has a link to sinister behavior, potentially a warning of cosmic terrors, or even a doomsday apocalypse that may be caused by the moon in our own reality. Legend Finder then becomes obsessed with the moon to an unhealthy degree after trying to debunk this moon glitch, and begins hunting the moon in the woods outside on some nights throughout the past 2 to 3 years. Something drastic must have happened in-game that we cannot see in the videos ourselves that has caused this humble Minecrafter to lose their marbles this bad. Legend Finder then begins going to therapy and continues to grapple with the mental health fallout that resulted from this innocent Minecraft experiment. Going back to that one entity as well that a lot of people pointed out in the comments, Legend Finder explained it as the agent of the moon, as if it was some sort of harbinger of what seems to be their predicted doomsday of a 5-year apocalypse due to the moon expanding, which apparently only they and their cousin have witnessed, according to them. Wow, this is hopelessly dark for a Minecraft story, and it mirrors a lot of alternate reality games that are strewn throughout YouTube. And this explanation is likely the most in-depth, up-to-date detailing of the Don't Look at the Moon mystery to this point. There's more, however. Legend Finder talks about making a Minecraft iceberg, filling out the bottom tiers of the iceberg with spooky tales and ghost stories. Wait a minute. Where is the first mention of the Don't Look at the Moon rumor? A Reddit account. The one that created this iceberg I'm covering right now. They also provided an explanation document, which has helped my research on this video. In the Don't Look at the Moon entry at the very bottom of the explanation document, the iceberg creator explains, "Don't look at the moon. It's not exactly about not looking at the moon. There's a rumor that there's code in Minecraft that checks whether or not you're looking at the moon, and experiments were made to test it out, some having disastrous effects. Shadow entities, being set on fire, world corruption, showing signs of being an outlandish creepypasta. Still, I decided to test them out myself." And then it links to the very first clock video I showed you. Yeah, this iceberg image creator and Legend Finder are the same person, which means this iceberg image is a part of the Don't Look at the Moon mystery. Legend Finder made this Minecraft iceberg, where they first explained the rumor on Reddit in June 2020, stating that they're testing it out. In the updated iceberg from 2022, Legend Finder uploaded the moon videos alongside the iceberg, embedded in the explanation document. This is a well-produced, well-planned alternate reality game. Popularity of it seems obvious, as the moon is commonly represented in horror media. Local 58 is the most prominent example for me of representing the moon as a threat to humanity. With this iceberg image, Legend Finder publicized their scary stories for the rest of the internet to discover, and it seems to have worked. We're here talking about it after all, aren't we? Hats off, Legend Finder. Well done on producing an elaborate, multi-year mystery bundled up in one Minecraft kid's moon-based alternate reality game, and then getting me and everyone else here to talk about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I wanted to mention that this alternate reality game is perhaps the most popular one involving Minecraft. In retrospect, it seems kind of edgy, and it's totally corny in some places, but I love this mystery personally. It's just the right level of corniness. When I first stumbled upon it, I had no idea what I was looking at. But as could be seen, Legend Finder wanted their story to become enshrined on the web, and by using an iceberg image, they've successfully done so.